Hey guys, Matt with CJ Off-Road here. Now today I'm outside of my brand new 2020 Jeep Gladiator and I've owned it for about a month and put on almost 2,000 miles on this thing. In today's video, I'm gonna go over my top 5 things that I absolutely love about my Jeep Gladiator. Now, these are my opinions, and after I've had a chance to drive this one for a month and drive a few other ones that we own here at CJ's. Now these are all my opinions too, so if you have some things that you love about your Gladiator or things that you think I didn't mention on it, definitely drop a comment below because I love to read through those and check out some of the things that you guys absolutely love on yours. Now stay tuned for the next video too, because I will be going over the top 5 things that I hate about this new Jeep Gladiator. This thing is a piece of shit, and those are gonna be really juicy and some things that you definitely don't wanna miss. Now also, to stay up to date on all of our off-road content, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment below. We love to hear and interact with you guys. But for now, let's jump right into it. Now my number 5 is going to be something that you're going to find on the Gladiator and the JL at the same time, and it is going to be the doors on these things. Now when I say the doors, I mean the lightness of them, how much they weigh. When I go to pick these things off, they are extremely light and I can carry them around. They're honestly about half the weight of my JK doors, and I gotta say, I love the fact that Jeep lowered the weight on those and made them really easy to take off. Even on the inside of the doors, there are handles underneath your armrest that you can easily grab onto and pick up and pull them right out. And I also like on these doors where they have the door stop. So I mean, I was used to the JK where you just had a strap on there and they would fly open and they could smack a car door next to you. They would fly open when you were just trying to open it a little bit. These will actually stop halfway and then stop all the way open. I love that about it. You know, you can remove that and you just shove it inside the door, but you don't like it. But I personally do, and I think that they did a really great job on the actual lightness of the doors and the way that they work. Besides one thing next week that I'll go over in the top 5 things that I hate, and you'll have to stay tuned for that. Number 4 on my Gladiator is going to be the Rubicon interior. Now I got this thing pretty optioned out when I bought it. It's got the leather seats, the 8.4 with the navigation, as well as the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and everything that you could pretty much add on to this, including that adaptive cruise control. The biggest thing for me is when I'm inside a vehicle, I want to be comfortable because you're going to be spending a good portion of your day either going to the trail, going to work, running errands inside of your vehicle, and you really want to make it something that you can sit in there and just be relaxed and have all the creature comforts that you want. So my number 4 is the interior on these things. Jeep really knocked it out of the park going from the JK to the JL. And when they did the Gladiator, it's the exact same interior as the JL besides the rear seat. And I gotta say, this is one of my favorite interiors on any new vehicle, and that's without any bias towards me. I love the way that Jeep set it up, and I gotta say that's why it's my number 4. It's super comfy in here, plus it's all modern, has all the tech that I need, and just everything I use every day to make my commute a lot more enjoyable. My number 3 on my Jeep Gladiator is going to be the LED lighting on the front and rear of this Jeep. I gotta tell you guys, I absolutely love the lighting on the new Jeep Wranglers as well as the new Jeep Gladiators. The LED headlights from factory really blow it out of the park, as well as those LED lights on the fender flares. When I have this thing just in the daytime running light mode or when it's just set to auto, you do get the halo ring as well as just a light white on the top of here. And I gotta tell you guys, it just looks really aggressive and it looks really mean on the front end of here. And it modernized the entire Wrangler. The JK never had anything like this, so when it came to the JL and the Gladiator, I think it's really important for them to definitely put those on there. And if you are gonna be buying a new JL or a new Gladiator, I would highly, highly suggest getting the LED package. But if you've already got one and you didn't, don't fret. You can jump on cjponyparts.com. You can order the LED headlights, the fender flares, everything that you need to get it set up like this. But my number 3, LED lighting on the Jeep Wrangler and the Jeep Gladiator. Now the number 2 on my top 5 things, this is gonna be kind of ironic or seem a little bit overplayed, but it's gonna be the bed on my Jeep Gladiator. Now all Jeep Gladiators come standard with a 5.5-foot bed, and I love the bed for pretty much every utilitarian purpose that it offers. When I was picking out a new vehicle, it really came down to how I was going to use it. Now with the bed of the Jeep Gladiator, this thing is so versatile, I can't even believe that they didn't offer this before. Now with mine, it is optioned more out. The only thing you don't have is the bed liner, the spray and bed liner, which I do plan on doing. But with my bed, I think it's set up perfectly for everything that I do. I've got the cargo trail rail management system in here so I can tie down everything. I've got a 115-volt plug in the back that I can just plug anything I need to in, an air compressor, small tools, if I'm out on a job site or I'm out at the beach or something like that and need to make that work for me. I've hauled small motorcycles in this, and the nice thing with the bed and the tailgate is that you can actually set it up to a 45-degree angle, and it'll sit there just like that by throwing these straps underneath the limiter here. And I gotta tell you guys, I've used that tremendously to make that work in my advantage. The biggest thing as a shorter guy for me too is the bed height. I can still reach in and touch the bottom of the bed, which means I can get out pretty much anything that I need to, pop it right out of there and be good to go. Everything that Jeep designed into this, I gotta say, it is one of the best beds on the market. I looked at a bunch of other vehicles, you know, some power wagons, I looked at the Ford Ranger and things like that, and the bed height and the things that they included in them just weren't up to par with the Gladiator. I love that this one, it isn't the tallest bed, but it just sits exactly the way it needs to, and the wheel wells don't jut out into the center of it like a normal truck bed does. So my number 2 is going to be the thing that makes a Jeep Gladiator. It's going to be its truck bed. Now my number 1 on this list of things that I absolutely love about my new Jeep Gladiator is going to be the stock ride. Now the ride on the Jeep Gladiators, I gotta say, in any trim package is just well superior of any of the JLs or a lot of other vehicles on the road. Now the only reason I say it's superior from the JL is because of that extension to the wheelbase. When you extend the wheelbase, you really let it absorb more of the hits to the road and things that you're gonna be going over to absorb it over a longer frame and give you less judders and less vibrations inside the cab. Now with the Rubicon, this one does come with custom Fox-tuned shocks, which really absorb the road and give it a nice firm ride, but also soft enough that you can drive it every day. With that being said, guys, those are my top 5 things that I love about my new Jeep Gladiator. Make sure you stay tuned because I will be dropping a video on my top 5 things that I hate about this thing, and believe me, there are some good ones in there, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned for that. Drop a comment below if you like this video and also some things that you love about your Jeep or your off-road vehicle, and tell me why you love or why you hate some things about it. Now until next time, guys, I hope to see you out on the trail, and make sure you stay safe.